Okay, we are going to do mainly just this, so I'm going to get through all of my poly bags. I've got a few more, at least 2 more, maybe 3, I don't remember. And then we can finally get on to all the other things that I should be doing. But let's just do her. I think this is going to be quite quick. Right, and we're going to try and get everything on the page, and we're going to do all that kind of stuff. But we got that piece, so that's something. I can't do this. So we've just had an election in New Zealand. It was yesterday. It went exactly as I think everybody was expecting it, mostly. But it was all a little bit like, I'll say depressing. Simply because the new Prime Minister is just, like, putting aside politics, he's just not the nicest. Like, he's just, I don't know, he's, I know what the word is. It's just like someone you just really like. I don't think. I don't know. Like, they're a nice. I'm sure they're a nice enough person, but they're just like. They're not someone that I would ever want to talk to in real life. But that's that. But that's enough politics. That's all the politics you're going to get on this channel. Other than that, it's been pretty straightforward. With things as they are, and I did actually get. So they're opening up these recycling. They're run by the council. I don't know what they call that in the America land, but if you're British, I'm sure they call them councils. That, like, where you can go where they take stuff that gets thrown in the rubbish and then they sell it or something. So they're kind of like giving things an extra life. Is it a coin? What is this thing? It's a. Oh my gosh! It's the top of a can. Speaking of recycling, this is the top of a can, and it's just going to be sitting on the beach. So I don't know what that says. There's a slight comment about the state of our oceans with the starfish, right? So yeah, so I went along because I had some electronic stuff on a photo that I saw on the internet. So I thought I'd go and have a look at that. But then they had a Lego set, and it was quite the Lego set indeed, and it was at a pretty good price. Actually, I just remembered I bought. Oh, I left it in another room. I'm not very good at these preparing for video stuff. Yeah, so anyway, they had a Lego set, and I bought it, and it was like a pretty good buy. So we'll have a quick look at that. There's an otter. That's gonna be worth commenting on when we come to that. Pretty good buy indeed. And I'm like, well, will I actually ever use it? Because it's actually not even being used. It's like brand new. And like, who throws this out? Like, why would you throw it out? Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I can kind of imagine someone donating it to a thrift store opportunity shop. But this is legit, just apparently just thrown out. I guess, is that how they work? I don't actually. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. They're just things that have been thrown in the bin, and it's like, so you'll see in a minute when I show you that. But first, we must finish this thing. And there are definitely some interesting pieces coming up, are there not? This is very odd, this bit, because it's like there's not really linked together. So anyway. I've actually done this incorrectly, though. I think. How come it doesn't? It does not look like the picture. I think I was supposed to put 2 of these. No, the brown goes there, and that goes. It's a very subtle step. Like, there's another one of those goes on then. They don't really tell you that, do they? Okay, and then alright, we're getting there. I don't know what this green stuff is. It's random. It's what's this? Sea spaghetti. Seaweed. That's the word. Sea stuff. And we get one of these pieces, which is again a newish kind of piece, like the double stud on the top. And there we go. So now they're all secure. Everything is good. Now we're going to make this tree. which I've been looking forward to because this tree has... Wait, first off, I'm going to knock stuff over on the desk. I'm going to... Oh, they've got this little... I've done it wrong, haven't I? No wonder. I thought for a second it was going to turn around and be loose, but it's not. It's just going to go... So, this bin. It's a pretty disgusting colour to have at the beach, to be honest. It feels like it doesn't go with anything else. This is very hard to put together. Let's put it together this way and put that there. This is where the top of the tree is going to go, and the top of the tree is going to be this thing with some green studs on the top and the bottom. Yeah, so that's good. I got that Lego set, and I got a few other. I got another Lego game. How does this go on? Are they meant to go this way? I think they're meant to go this. They're actually meant to. These are interesting leaves, I have to say. I look forward to getting more of these. I think that's going to come in quite handy. And yeah, so I bought some random. So promptly gone and lost. I can't even see where I put it. Some random like Ninjago Lego secondhand stuff from the secondhand shop today. And yesterday I got a board game which I paid considerably more than I've ever probably usually pay for a secondhand Lego set. Slightly more than the set I was just talking about from the recycling place. But the thing from the recycling place was essentially brand new. This one is not exactly brand new. But it's a board game one. And it's quite a rare one that I have never seen before. So I got that. I'll have a look at it at some point. So that was pretty cool. And then we've got we've got a few more things to do. We've got this piece here. I don't know where that was supposed to go. I must have missed. Oh, I think it goes here. Alright, so that one goes there. And then we've got to put these to make it look stylish. These can't actually attach, but in the picture it looks like they're attached to the board, but they don't actually attach because there's no thing at the bottom. Well, she can just wear them because that's what they're for. They're for wearing. And she's got like a oh no, she hasn't got. I thought she had a selfie stick for a second. No, she's got like a pole that she's using to pick up things, and she's picking up a bottle and she's sticking it in. So she's doing her job, picking up trash at the beach. I pick up trash around. I picked up a bottle today, a big like wine bottle, and a small can, and put that in my recycling bin. So I did do some recycling today, and collected up some more vaping stick things, which I've got quite the collection of now. This is sunblock SPF 50, I assume. Which is true. I mean, you do have to wear that. Is that actually sunblock, or is it just like a drink that has the number 50 on it and it's like something else? I think it's sunblock because it's not going into trash. And they've really used the green on this. I feel like actually, to be honest, they should have just used another shell, and that seems slightly more authentic as sunblock. So anyway, we've got another. We're gonna trash this place because we've got lots of spares in a very useful way. We'll put that one there. But we do get the little otter, which is quite cute. They're lying down on the ocean and floating around. I mean, you definitely feel like you need to have two of these. I feel like I should get another one because, you know, they hold their hands and everything as they float down the river. So if you get two of them together, I'm pretty sure their hands must link up. So that must have been well thought out. So I'm kind of almost probably going to buy another one of these if I get back to the Lego store. So that was that. But the first thing we're going to do before I get the Lego set that I was talking about is these things. These are $5.99, except they weren't $5.99 This is from the expensive shop, but they were actually 15% off, so they were just over $5. So I got 2 of these, and I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to get any more of these, because, well, I don't know what's in them, and I've seen a lot of discussion about this. I just don't have the money to buy a ton of them and get them wrong, and I don't have the social desires to talk to people enough to swap them around. Well, I mean, maybe, but I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll open this up and we'll see, because I can't remember exactly what's in the series. They're not very exciting to open, are they? But the box is nice. It's just... I've noticed this is interesting. I watched a discussion about this on the internet, because apparently there was like a big Lego conference thing, and the designers of these packaging came out and they talked about them, and the audience was all like, these are terrible, we don't like them, and it's just like, well, the designers, they just made the box, and it was a bit unfair. But the box is fine. But the thing is, there was a comment about how they had plastic on the inside, but they don't have. This one doesn't have any plastic on the inside. It's all just paper, and it works fine. It just feels a bit weird having just this kind of paper. It feels a little bit, makes me feel a bit funny. It gives me a chill down my back of my spine, which I'm that kind of person. So anyway, we're going to build this person, and I think we've gone and, is that Echo? Because I don't know I don't know who Echo is, but that's just what the person got on the video. So, and they weren't very excited. And maybe I am, because since I haven't watched any TV series at all, it's going to be a little hard to get that. I did see that this werewolf person, I saw the advert for the trailer for that or something, but we're not making them, we're making this person. I'm assuming this is her. You do get this thing, and you do get a couple of these bits to go over the top. I don't know anything about it. It's a very good figure, though. They've got like a little black... What's this thing for? Oh, that's just to put them on the bottom. So, that's... I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with the minifigure. It's great. It's perfectly fine. But again, I don't have the context to appreciate this properly. I don't really like these things. Like, I guess you have to be running or something. I guess it's. I don't know if I'm actually even showing it. It's like, I don't know if I have the. This is doing a jump, an action shot. So, you know, that's fine. Am I going to get the same one in the next box? That's the problem. You see, that's the thing is, like, out of all of these, the ones that I would have wanted is the Moon Knight person. Probably that one, her. Beast and Wolverine and Storm, and well, I mean I know what the rest of these are. Hawkeye, little hawk, and She-Hulk, and she's from like the Scarlet Witch ones, and that's Vision. So I don't actually know who that is. Is that must be something to do with something? I don't really know, you see. So what are we going to get? So I feel like I'm probably not going to get any more. Well, it's a different person, and it's in fact one of the ones. No, it is one of the ones that I mentioned. But probably one that I would have got later on. It's Storm, looking very stormy, but they have some cool accessories. So they have an actual fabric cape. I thought they got rid of those. I thought they were all going, but this is kind of a designer cape. And it's got like a lot of holes. I don't know actually. Does it tell me how to put this on? Because this is complex. Oh gosh, it is quite a cool little cape though. I will give it points for that. So, should I go? It's got 2 different fabrics. I feel like I want the... I'll put the softer side. No, I want the softer side on the outside. So it goes like that. And then these go through her hands. So I'm going to give them... So it's going to be interesting to see how well this series sells. Are they going to find that actually, like, the kids, I'm sure, are going to be fine with this. Why would they not? I mean, part of the thing is trading these things in the schoolyard. So it seems like it's fine. But for the adult collector or the child collector who doesn't really talk to people, or their friends don't get things and they really want something and they would go through, they're probably going to be a bit annoyed. I mean, Lego wants you to just buy a whole bunch of them. She does have a leg. Does she have? She does have a leg thing. All right, but you don't get a spare of the leg thing. You only get one leg thing, which I think is how it normally works. He gets a little microscope. So I mean, definitely everybody will want the Wolverine. That's just a given, I think. And the Moon Knight. So those two, I think, will probably be the most popular. Beast is kind of goofy. Like, I mean, are these are meant to be the X-Men '97 ones, aren't they? I do not remember Beast. It's been a long. Like, I used to watch the X-Men TV series back when it first came out, so was a fan of that. Though I don't remember it coming out in '97. I'm sure I watched it when I was at high school, and I was at high school before then. But so I don't know how it works. But anyway, it was cool. I always just remember Gambit. But that's Storm, and that's not Storm, and that's, I don't know, Echo. So not too exciting, because like I don't want to buy anymore, because I always went back to the shop and bought, because they had a special. They had a special with the 15% off. Was it going to finish today? But they are actually cheaper at the other shops anyhow. But the point is, I thought, well, if I buy them, I'll just get a repeat, I'm sure, because the probability of a repeat is going to go up dramatically as I get any more. So I figured I'm probably going to end up getting 2 more at some point, and maybe 1 more, but I can't imagine getting more than 5, whereas normally I'd probably get the whole set. So, but I might, I don't know. Maybe if I find an easy way of trading them, I'll think it over. But it just sort of feels like, well, you don't really want to do that. You don't want to trade. You want to get something, and you want to have it, this one that you got from the shop. So maybe just have to get over that. Like, they have a fair point. The box is fine. Like, it just feels a bit funny. Like, but it's not crinkly. There's no crinkle stuff. Anyway, that was way too long for that segment. So the last thing I got was... I have to shift it around, is this Brick Q Education Prime Emotion set. So this is like the cover for it. It's not going to fit on the view. So these guys can just move to there for a second. I'm going to put my screwdriver away. And here's the actual box, which is also too big for the screen. And look, there's nothing in it, because it hasn't actually been opened yet. So there's the manual. And everything's in the plastic bags, and it was super cheap. And so, you know, you get lots of really cool pieces, including these. So now I've finally got these pieces, and these cool Technic pieces. So it was a pretty good buy, I thought. Everything seems to be there. I probably would like to build, because some of these are actually, I watched a video on the internet, and some of these are kind of interesting. Like that one, I think if you blow the fan into it, it goes towards the fan, which I think is neat. And the rest of these are kind of interesting. Like that one's kind of interesting, like how it moves, and there's all like sort of interesting physics things. And you do get this giant book, which I appreciate, because, you know, compared to like the Mindstorms things where everything's online, except for the one model. Like, I haven't got the latest Mindstorms, but you know, the EV3 one, it's just like one little model in a book, and the rest of it you have to do online or print out. But here they give you like everything in a big thick book. So, which I appreciate because it's very easy to get distracted. So you get all these bags, and you get this little bag of replacement parts, like a little box. I don't know if that actually comes with it normally, or if someone just chucked this in because when they bought it, which is weird. Like, why would you have a? I don't understand this box, but there's even like a little box of people. So I was pretty chuffed with this. It was all pretty good for the price of less than 6 minifigures, collectible minifigures. So I think I'd rather have spent my money on this than minifigures. But like, I figure with these things, well, I'll probably just buy them off resellers. Just spend an extra $1 more. Like they could sell them, and then they could sell them for like $1 extra with an actual little number in the corner telling you what one it was. So if you really want to find out, you could pay an extra $1, and if you want the mystery and the surprise, you don't pay $1. I think I'd probably actually do that. I'd probably pay the extra $1. Or the other thing is that they could just sell you this separately, all 12 in a box as a little set for the price of 12 of these. Or they could be cool and make it like slightly cheaper, but they wouldn't. But even if it was exactly the same as 12 times the single box price, that could be. I mean, it's not as cool because it's kind of nice to get them once in a while. I don't know, who cares. Thanks for watching. No, Storm, no. Bye.